Oh man, Bill Warhammer asked if we were going to start soon 4 minutes ago. What a maniac. We
I
still
love
haven't
Bill.
figured out what we're going to do with Mr. Bill.
I know.
What do we think we're going to do with Bill?
I don't know. We should do something.
Maybe we should just literally do nothing. We just give him a ton of experience and never give him anything as a reward.
That's not nice.
Just be like, I will literally reward you these XP points. That's what you get. Oh, Panos, you beautiful man. Thank you, man.
Welcome. Willkommen, as Zeman would say, maybe. I don't know if that's Zeman or not. Could be.
It sounds good enough. I'd believe it.
Yeah. Du riechst so gut. Yeah.
I couldn't figure out when I was watching Cobra Kai. This isn't a spoiler, so I won't like spoil it. But the second dojo teacher guy that comes in, that's evil.
Krieg.
Yeah, is he counting in German or saying things in German when he's commanding them, or is that just like his karate voice?
I think it's his karate's voice. I don't think it was Zeman. But I don't remember.
Because usually when people are doing karate, like they do things like kia or like ya or like rah, like, but he very specifically says like eins, which is like German for one.
Oh, kill, I'm just so racist.
I mean, I took German in high school. It's like I have it now.
Hmm.
That's about the extent of my German knowledge as far as I recall. But it's like,
You know how to count in 10? Like,
Yeah.
can you do like the countdown of 10 to 0 in
Can I get-
Zeman tonight?
let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Acht,
9, 10.
Nine.
Yeah, nailed it.
9, 10.
And 19
you
is like
almost
19,
got
I
that.
believe.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Crease?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like they don't give him a German background, so like I would assume he's not speaking German, but
His thing's a uns.
yeah, like it sounds like
It's
eins.
just the way he shouts. It's how he did it in the original movies.
It was clearly
he knows.
supposed to be Nazi
He
propaganda.
knows. He knows.
That's obviously what it was. We all know. We all know the truth. All right, so Alfred just came alive. Useful information. Oh, and I just saw in chat that Bill's like, "Where are you guys?"
Who is that? So 4 people already, and I think like 3 of us. Yeah.
That's
3
how
of
it
us
always
already
is.
there. Yeah.
Shh, don't say it.
It's a secret.
Damn, Deb just threw me straight under the bus. Oh, and we've got Mr. Goro in chat as well. Mr. Goro.
Hello, Goro. Hello, Bill.
Hey.
That sounded creepy. That sounded like a witch trying to invite a child into a house to
Yeah.
like poison them kind of a thing. Like you've got that down a little too well. I'm a little nervous
Come
now.
inside, my pretty.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
Have you ever dressed up as a witch for Halloween?
No, I was not allowed to.
What?
You're from that part of the U.S.
Yes, indeed.
So wait, how far does this go? What else weren't you allowed to do? Like, what was the most like inoffensive thing that you were not allowed to do?
I couldn't watch The Simpsons.
Yeah, I had that too for some reason. My parents wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons either. I didn't understand it at all. I was
Do you
like,
remember that Nickelodeon show Roundhouse?
Yep.
No. What is
I
that
wasn't
one?
allowed
Yep.
to watch that.
What
That's because of the
even-
dancing.
What even is Roundhouse? What's the
What-
premise
what-
of Roundhouse?
Really old. I used to like sneak and watch.
Roundhouse
Such a
was
badass.
the equivalent of In Living Color.
Oh,
but
wait.
for kids.
It was like on Nickelodeon.
Was this a precursor to all that?
It was different. It wasn't like a variety show.
No, it was like it was sort of a skit show where they did a lot of dancing.
Mhm.
And when we're saying dancing, like the reason we weren't allowed to watch this as children is why? Was the dancing like provocative?
My parents weren't necessarily against dancing, so I don't know why I wasn't allowed to watch it.
We're all living in this like footloose like fantasy world.
I
where-
wasn't allowed to watch like Ren and Stimpy, which I guess I can kind of understand.
Oh, that
one.
I
is
watched
totally
that.
understandable.
Well,
Yeah.
I watched that.
but that's the funny thing. So like Simpsons was a hard no, but it was almost like since Ren and Stimpy was not on their radar, that one was totally okay for some reason.
I also could only listen to Christian or country music.
Country like exclusively?
Those were my only choices until like I hit a certain age and I like heard my first rock song and I was like, Mom, please. I remember what it was. It was Bush, Swallowed.
Wait, what?
It was the first like rock song I really
okay.
loved it.
I only heard the half end of that sentence and like
Swallowed.
yeah, I just heard swallowed and I'm like, what in the world? Like, where did we
The
go?
Bush song, Swallowed.
I was like, we're talking about our innocence as children, and then swallowed entered the conversation. I was like, what? Oh no.
Yeah, my parents didn't really ban anything. I was watching Nightmare on Elm Street when I was like 8 with my brother. It was like, man.
Yeah, I had an older brother who didn't care about the rules, and I shared a room with him, so I got to watch all of the weird stuff. Because man, nothing has lots of context like Bram Stoker's Dracula when you're like 10.
Oh yeah.
God. That reminds me of did you ever see the movie Fire in the Sky?
Fuck that movie.
Yeah, so like
Fuck
Well,
that movie.
so with
Unequivocally fuck that movie.
Well, then.
The trailer still gives me nightmares.
so you've obviously seen it, but for folks that haven't
It is
seen
the
it.
scariest movie ever.
So like there's a scene, and this is the part where as a child I like walk in on my parents and my aunts and uncles watching this movie. There's a scene where someone gets abducted by an alien, and it's like a traditional like, you know, probing kind of a scene. But like they shove this like metal tube down his throat and like fill it with jelly, and he's like screaming the whole time. And like this is what I turned the corner as. I must have been maybe 8 or 9 at the time. And it was like, I literally did not eat peanut butter and jelly for a year and a half after that, because like I was completely ruined from having seen that.
Man, fuck that movie.
I haven't even heard of that one.
It's old. Like
I'll have a look
I would
at
assume
that.
it's like an 80s
There
movie.
you go. There's the scene in question.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Oh god, even the thumbnail's aggressive.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Jesus
horrifying.
Christ.
That like it's a really well done, like terrifying movie with lasting repercussions.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
remember-
damn intense.
Seeing
Well,
the trailer at like Christmas at my uncle's house and being scared to go outside to get into the car to go home.
I'm I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it again. I want to see how bad it affects me.
No, I'm good.
Or don't.
I still have flashes. Like nope,
I hate
I'm
movies
good.
like that.
Don't need to
Dude,
see it.
Like, no, I don't ever need to like see that again. No,
Man,
never.
I just wanted to talk about the gigantic
What's the
Reese's
movie?
cup that I have. But now we talked about Fire in the Sky.
Yep. Now we've completely ruined your life. You're gonna go right back, regress to all the nightmares that you had before. It's just all over.
1 pound Reese's cups right there.
Oh, I wish I could see. Hold on. I'm gonna flip the scene in like 2 seconds. This is so exciting.
It will add more than 1 pound to you, I bet.
So,
Okay, I'll open it up.
Let's see this.
I gotta see.
Oh, I want
I'm
some
like
so bad.
I'm on the edge of my seat. What the fuck?
Oh my
no!
God.
But you can see that they've skimped on the peanut butter. I can see the ring of peanut butter so clearly. Like I would need a hole puncher to
Yeah.
like punch out that middle peanut butter section and eat that, because there's too
Oh,
much
no.
chocolate.
Oh,
It is clearly about a half-inch just thick of chocolate.
I
Yeah.
would be okay with
And
that.
like Reese's chocolate is not the best part. Like they have like very mediocre chocolate, but like god tier peanut butter. So it's like the mix is always. That's why the holiday Reese's are always the best. 'cause
Right. It's the eggs. The eggs are the best ones.
they skimp on that shitty chocolate and then they go super hard on all the peanut butter, and it's amazing. Now I'm salivating. In honor of your huge Reese's thing, we're back with chocolate peanut butter beer. So
Oh, how
I'm
exciting.
still slowly working through that 6-pack.
Oh yeah.
you know about the jelly?
I hope you didn't buy more than a 6-pack.
No, I stopped at 6 because I had the sense that I either wouldn't like it or it would be aggressive. So I did not go so far in.
I
But-
remember I had one at a bar and I was like, oh, this is great. So I went out and bought a case, which I had to drink like over the period of like 3 months.
Yeah, I was going to say that probably lasted you quite a while. But with all that fun bants aside, welcome to the second stream of 2021. Hasn't the year gotten off to a great start? Guys, aren't we crushing it in 2021 so far? COVID's on the decline, right? That's a thing that's happening. Sure.
yeah.
and
Cured by now, is it not?
politics are fine. Like, so
Nothing weird happening there.
Everything's completely fine. We're all fine here. Thank you for asking.
Thank you, 2020, for being in the rear view. 2021 is looking amazing. So
At least we have D&D.
at least we have the Tales of Goddamn Whimsy.
I feel like we should all have like a fire going on behind us. Like, yep, it's fine.
Yeah.
All fine.
Is this like a cozy fire? Or is this like the whole world's
No,
on
just
fire?
a fire.
Oh,
The
okay.
whole world's on fire.
Literal fire.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. But welcome everyone to episode 16. It has been a massive journey to get to where we've been so far. Like, we've been literally trying to find this castle since I think episode 2. And we finally got to it, I believe, episode like 12 or 13. And we finally found someone that we actually give a shit about and magically didn't allow them to die thanks to Clorin's godliness. So with that setup, I'll throw it over to Carl to see how we can totally ruin this bit of good fortune that we've run into.
Yeah. How did we screw it up next?
How could we screw this up?
Some very, very clutch actions on all of your part. We had the military style grab and like the medevac from Clorin. You had what was it? The Crown of Madness by Alicia, which befuddled the Hobgoblin King.
Yep.
A very timely charm person basically completely negated the fight. So it's just like, all right, like that was it. Cool.
Literally every control spell that we had access to was like firing on all cylinders in that fight. Like,
some very unfortunate rolls on my part, some very good rolls on your part led to you having a very unique situation that is completely uncovered by the book, which is my big issue with 5e is it sucks being the dungeon master because they're just like, yeah, just, there's usually a little block that says, here's what this person knows. No, they don't have that. So it's like, well, we're
wing it.
Just fucking winging it.
Yeah. We're just doing it live, baby. Just you're like, this NPC knows everything. They just need to probe.
So now it's like, well, now I actually have to do work and prepare and figure out what this guy knows. So thanks for that, guys.
Thanks, guys.
To work.
He's going to do all this work and we're just going to stab the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just going to kill him anyway.
We're going to tell him to drop his weapons and then Iran is going to pants him and then like Alicia's going to stab him up the ass with a dagger. Like,
maybe I can sell his pants. Maybe I can. Maybe there was something. Maybe they have more valuable underpants around the garden.
I can't figure out how to host your stream. How do I host a stream?
I'll shoot you a note on Discord.
Oh, God.
It is very awkward though, for what it's worth.
Sorry. Continue.
Please continue.
Very confused. But anyway, that is where it takes us. We have Clorin. Let me pop over to the other map here because I've been doing some other preparations. You are in this place.
Ooh.
This fucking clip. So back to the map, we have Clorin and Gundren kind of holed away in the hallway that you encountered the other hobgoblins, and the remaining 3 are now in the room with a charmed drow.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I mean, we got to kill this drow, right? What is our plans with the drow? We actually haven't discussed this like offline.
I would actually really like to know what your plan is for the drow.
Yeah,
because personally,
I mean, I feel like we have like 2 options, right? Like one is to just kill her outright, and then the other is to like milk her for information and then kill her because like the spell ends.
Yeah.
Have we seen any kind of cell whilst we were walking towards this place? Like something that we could keep someone a prisoner, maybe? Have we came across anything similar to that?
You haven't found anything very prison-like. There is the room to the south, which you have yet to explore, that had the large, snuffling and stomping sound, which you didn't open.
Yeah, because
that is the room that's barred on the outside. That's the only kind of prison-y thing that you've discovered so far.
Well, maybe we should ask the drow what's in the rest of the castle. Like, what is in that southern room and stuff.
I'm into that. So like we're gonna go with the milk them for info
Yeah.
direction.
How many turns are left on the charm person spell? Like
You have an
8?
hour, so you
that's a
have
lot.
basically
We got
an
time.
infinite amount of time.
Yeah.
In Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, so my friend, tell me your name. I asked her.
Oh, of course. I completely forgot. No introductions. My name is Virith, and you are?
I am Aran.
Oh, it's such
What?
a pleasure to meet you, Aran.
It's a
She goes
pleasure
over
to
and she
meet
like
you as well.
shakes your hand warmly.
Oh my God, that's
Such a
good
pleasure.
solid sake. So, where do you come from? You have been like ways off to be here, like a drow elf like you to be in this kind of place. You must have a story to tell us from where you came to arrive at this point in this castle.
My story's not so great. I mean, I'm just doing a few chores for the Black Spider, this and
so
that.
you
Black
work,
spider.
so you work for the Black Spider and they hired you to come here, or have you joined them like you are in their ranks or something?
I guess it was kind of like a temp to permanent sort of situation. I think that's kind of how you want to phrase it. A couple kind of runs, and then he kind of took me under his wing. So now I do some little, some important running missions for him. So I was just here to, get the map and then kill the dwarf. So when are we going to go kill that dwarf? She kind of looks around eagerly.
I mean, we can get to that later. It's nothing to rush about. We have all the time in the world about it. Don't worry about it. So, what are they paying you like handsomely? Are they giving you a reward for doing this? Maybe I can give you a reward as well, and maybe you can work with us. Don't you like me more than them? The black spiders, I mean, they're kind of ugly, and they have this spider emblem. I mean, we don't like spiders, do we?
We'll win them over with our visual appeal.
I mean, I do kind of like spiders. I'm a leg lady myself. She kind of does one of those.
God damn.
Your legs are lovely, though. I mean, the spider legs, not that much. I mean,
well, I
think
guess to each his own.
yeah, we
Whatever.
get along great. I mean, what's the point of working with them? I mean, you could like help us get around the castle, and maybe we can pay you what they would pay you, double. Wouldn't that be on your best interest?
Well, I mean, my best interest would be kind of getting into the spell forge. I mean, that's what I'm
Spell
interested
forge?
in.
What
the
can you
spell?
tell us about this spell forge? Like my friend Kluarin is asking, like she's very curious. I'm curious about it as well.
So, just as a quick aside, everyone roll me. Let's do it in either. Let's do intelligence because you're recalling knowledge.
Give me a
Give me an
knowledge
intelligence check,
local
everybody.
check.
History if you've got it,
Or just an intelligence check otherwise.
or just a straight up intelligence check.
Mine are so bad. Ooh.
You rolled an intelligence save.
I mean,
Yeah.
either way, I wasn't going to get it. I have like minus to all of this so bad.
It's par for the course.
Yeah.
Everybody, Cal, I'll let you roll that again. We'll say you had advantage on that
Oh,
for
okay.
reasons.
For reasons.
Hashtag for reasons. Let's see. Oh. What a tease. That 19's
All right.
just like,
It slipped your mind at the moment, but you realize she's talking about the Forge of Spells, which is the big to-do about Wave Echo Cave and the Lost Mines of Phandelver. That's kind of the big thing about it. It had this insanely powerful forge where all of these powerful magic weapons and items were crafted by a combination of human wizards and dwarven craftsmen.
What do you have to gain by going to the spell forge? You seek knowledge of the spells. You seek like wisdom. Do you seek to help someone with the power of the spells?
No, I just straight up want some powerful weaponry. I've got
Yeah,
some
we-
folks to murder.
Me too.
Pi just kind
I
of
mean,
nudges
we
in and
can
he's like,
identify with that sentiment.
yeah, it's like, don't we all? Ah.
My friend here is like very brute force, but she means well. Don't mind him. She sometimes may
She
sound a
mentioned-
little bit silly.
You think she's
She
the
mentioned
kind
a
of person
map.
who cares if he means well?
Yeah.
Always means
She
well.
mentioned a map. Did she have the map? Did he have the map? Do we know where the map is?
We haven't rifled through their pockets yet, I don't think.
Yeah, go on, Clarence. You can speak to her. Like, she's your friend as well.
But I'm out with
Everyone's-
Gundren, so it's more easy for me just to kind of
Okay.
shout at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask him about the map.
Ask about the map!
Yeah, so I tell her what Clarence just said.
Well, that was the thing that King Groll and myself were discussing was the map, because that's what I came here to retrieve. Because he had it, and then he tried to double cross us by saying we needed to pay him for the map, and then we killed him. So,
Did you get the impression that the map was here?
well, I would assume and hope that the map was here.
Pi begins to search the body of the dude. Perception?
Yeah, give me a perception or an investigation.
16?
Check the loincloth.
16 on that perception.
16 on that perception. King Groll. What does King Groll have on his person?
Let's get that looties.
Booties.
Not a
I
whole
get
lot.
cooties.
What a bastard.
He has a particularly decorative mace.
Ooh, sell
Okay.
that.
But that was really it. He's got some like bits and bobs, but they're not particularly worth much. They're just colorful and decorative looking.
So he's wearing like flair from like the Office Space movie where the people at the restaurant have to be wearing pieces of flair. He's just got a bunch of little pins on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
dear.
like teeth, ears, like bones. You figure they're like trophies of some kind.
But no map.
No, not on his person. No.
My friend verified. What can you tell us about this room? And I pointed out the south room that we don't know what lies behind.
To be perfectly honest, I had only been here for about maybe half a day, give or take. This was just supposed to be a, smash and grab, so to speak, and I was supposed to be on my merry way. And then the negotiations happened, and then things sort of slowed down. You murdered everybody here. So that's where we are. How are you
Yeah.
doing today?
I'm doing splendid.
That's great.
The thing is, now we get to the point where I have to tell you something.
Oh, what's that?
So, we came to rescue the same guy that you want to kill.
What do you mean? You don't want to
mean,
kill him too? He's a filthy dwarf.
No, he really isn't a filthy dwarf. He's very useful to us, and he's gonna pay us a handsome reward.
I have
But
feelings.
we can share them with you, guys. We can share them with you, of course, but we can't kill him yet. We need to take our reward back. So this is gonna get us into a conundrum. You see, we are 4 here, and you have seen how powerful we are. Do you want to really fight with us, or do you want to walk with us? It could work beneficial for both parties if you decide to work with us. At least as much time as we spend on the castle. Then you can go to your merry way and do whatever you want. You can even kill this dwarf, I don't care. This is my proposition to you. Work with us and survive for now, or don't work with us and my green big friend is gonna lay his Bahamut might on you? Maybe?
Well, I would never attack you.
I
You're
know.
a close friend of mine that I
That's-
just happened to meet. Do you ever have like that connection with somebody?
Yeah, for
I've
sure.
got that
I'm
with
feeling
you.
it with you, yeah, as well. That's why I don't want to fight, and I certainly don't want to kill.
I feel like I need like that epic sax music drop right now. It's just like
Careless whisper.
yeah, it's just We got a connection here, folks. So is there anything else we need from her then? Because we know there's a map here that we gotta get.
Why is she so intent on killing the dwarf? Is it just the fact that he's a dwarf? Is that all it is? Is it racism?
Yeah. So I guess
I'm
Pi
very
can
upset.
like kind of nudge in and just be like, "Your business with the dwarf, is it purely just because you don't like him, or is there something deeper here? What is your connection to this little creature here?"
Well, I try to mix business with pleasure as often as I can. One, I really don't like dwarves, and two, I have to kill him to make sure that nobody has knowledge of the way to Wave Echo Cave except for, myself and the spider, of course.
So Gundren knows.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That.
as you, so as you are a friend of us, maybe you can tell us as well the way. So you don't feel like killing him. Now you're not gonna feel like killing us as well, if you share with us.
This is the issue. Is I don't know where it is. I have yet to get the map.
Yeah.
So Pi kind of like looks at Iran and kind of gives him this face like, "I think we've gotten everything out of her. Like, what are we gonna do with her?" He kind of glances back at Alicia as well, and he's just like,
Daggers
If you
are-
guys want to take a couple minutes and figure out what you're going to do, I have to go give a baby.
The co-GM needs some loving.
I mean, we are not really that desperate to kill her right now. We can tie her up.
What if you drop the charm and see what happens?
She's not gonna like that.
I mean,
But
I'm
we
pretty
can
sure
tie
she-
her up.
Does she have any weapons on her? Because you could take the weapons from her and then drop the charm and see what she does.
Yeah, for sure. That's a very good idea.
Because I'm not bothered about killing her because she clearly just kills dwarves for the lols.
Okay, I'm changing mic 1 second. Tell me if it's any different. Now better?
Holy crap. No, that is not better. It sounds like you're in a cave.
That sounds like it's coming through your webcam
Okay.
by.
Yeah, now this is the best that I can do.
Yeah.
Sounds fine to me.
It is.
How-
It's
not
quieter,
fine
but
on
it's
Twitch though. Yeah.
yeah, it's not aggressive though. So, I mean, what's the context for trying to tie her up? Like, are we literally just gonna bum rush her when she thinks we're all friends? Like, we're just gonna grab her and tie her up?
No, you go behind her, you take the rope, and you carefully and lightly tie her up.
I don't think she's going to like that. Charmed or not, she's going to have
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, but we're gonna be long away from here. Maybe we can like make her unconscious first, like hit her in the head or something, and then tie her up.
I would assume she's going to go warn her boss.
Yeah,
the
this is
minute
like
she's awake.
this is the perpetual moral quandary that like we always have as a group, is that we're met with the decision where we have a like notably evil person in front of us, but like we would have killed them casually if we were in combat, but the moment we're not in combat, suddenly there's like all these feelings about like maybe we shouldn't, even though they're literally an evil person.
A small parenthesis for the people that watch D&D for the first time and don't know how alignment works. So we are a good alignment party. So if we kill someone that we can avoid killing, it's gonna be like out of character action. That's why we are debating about this so much. Because else to be in a video game, you would have killed him like no second thought. But in a good game D&D party, you mustn't treat her that way. Like a cannon fodder that you can kill.
Essentially, it's like turning,
That's why I kind of like Alicia's idea, well, Dev's idea of dropping the charm and seeing what she does. Because if she then just immediately attacks us, then that just says, well, yeah, she is 100% evil. Then we can murder her.
we're like
but-
we're like those evil that video of like a policeman putting like a weapon in someone's hand so they can then attack them because it's like,
no,
they
the
were armed.
difference is we're taking away her weapons to see
Just
what her
sprinkle some
reaction
crack
is.
on him.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like we're just creating a scenario where we kill them, but it's like, but it wasn't our fault. 'cause-
Okay, let's get back in the game. So, maybe you can give me these beautiful daggers of yours. It has some nice detail. I want to compare it to mine. I have a sword as well, as you can see. So I want to compare the details. It looks very lovely, but I can't see it clearly from there.
Oh, sure. And she just kind of like does a fancy little flip and hands the knife over to you.
Does Iran signal to us that like this would be a good time to do something?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, Pi does have rope. So Pi can like start casually walking over as if he's
Actually
interested.
tying her up.
Yeah, he's just like, he's not very good at this. So he's like, oh wow, that's a really good weapon. Yeah, that's really nice. He's just like going way over the top, but like he's kind of looking at her on like, huh.
Yeah. So
How about just because you're doing, how about
aggressive action.
the two of you roll me deception checks with advantage.
With advantage. All right, great.
With advantage.
Oh, great. That advantage helps so much. A 10. Aron notably better at it.
Okay. It's a good thing that you had advantage, because if you... Thank you. She's like... She doesn't notice anything wrong. She just like continues to be like expectantly like... La 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 la.
So
Okay.
maybe now we can bump her in the head. Like an aggressive action would take her out of some person, right? Like an attack or something. Doesn't that work? Like if you hit a person that's charmed to you, doesn't the charmed person effect wear off? I think.
If you attack them, yes,
Yeah.
the charm
Yeah.
person will work. I think they get like a save with advantage or something like that.
Yeah, so maybe we can bump her in the head, like that would count as an attack, and see how she reacts after she gets away from some person, and we can determine what we do with her afterwards.
Can't you just drop the charm person at will?
No? Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Is it not like a concentration spell that you couldn't just...
I don't know. I don't know.
No,
Can't you
it's
usually
not,
just drop those?
I don't think so.
They're just charmed forever.
They're just charmed for an
For
hour.
the duration, yeah. So it's not like you.
Forever.
Yeah. So bump her in the head lightly. That's considered an attack.
Lightly.
With a D4.
Pi's
Yeah.
fist goes through her skull.
Yeah, I'm just like...
No clue. No, I mean Alicia can do it with her beautiful tail.
So, I mean, Pi's behind her, kind of like over her shoulder looking at this weapon, but he has the rope like at the ready behind her. So, I mean, either Pi can initiate or Alicia can at this point.
All right. I'll slap her on the side of the head and say, "Oh, sorry, there I saw a bug."
Does that count as a violent action?
So here I'm looking at the rules of Charm Person. There is nothing. Oh wait, no. The spell ends until you or your companions do anything harmful to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
there
a
you go.
harmful
That's
thing.
kind of harmful.
So did Alicia's slap on the face kind of knock it out?
Roll me deception check with advantage. If that's what you're actually doing.
Yeah, she's basically attempting to slap them. 23 on that deception.
Do you just like go for a full face smack?
Just like on the side of her temple, like a popping her on the head.
Okay. Oh! Did you get it at least?
See, you were too charming.
Nothing.
Oh, maybe I missed. I don't see anything on my hands.
Oh, just warn me next time.
Pi's kind of like getting antsy and frustrated. He's looking at Aron for like a signal. He's like, huh? Like with the rope.
What are we doing now?
All right, so we're
Sorry,
gonna
my
pause it
deception's
here,
so good.
and we're gonna go over to Kluarin.
Ooh,
Oh, he's trying to incite.
the scene fades out,
Yeah,
fades
the scene
in.
fades out. It's the party has split, so now you need to share screen time. So
Yeah.
Kluarin, what are you doing?
So
You've
while
had about
they've-
a minute or so.
Yeah, I'm looking over Gundren to make sure, like, to see injuries, see how he is. Like, how is he doing?
He is badly beaten. He is unconscious. If you were to get a number at how much HP he has 0.
Oh, okay. So I want to heal him. Let's see. What's the best one to use?
Cleric shock
Oh,
paddles.
I think I'll just use healing word. Just so he's not at 0 hit points, so that he maybe wakes up so we can talk to him.
Okay, are you casting it as a level 1 caster? Or are you
Level
casting
1
it as
caster.
two?
No, just a level 1.
All right, so roll your d4 plus your spellcaster mod.
So, can I just click it? Did it let me
You
click
should
it
be
this
able to just
time?
click it. You need to select the level when you cast it.
There we go. Click.
Clickety.
There we go. Clickety,
Click.
clickety.
Ooh. Good old 6.
6 HP. So let me go ahead and give him 6. Boop. And you see him just go, and his eyes pop open. And he like immediately curls up into like a defensive
Aw.
position.
Oh, poor Gundren.
I'm like, Gundren, it's okay. It's not those people that were hurting you. My name's Cluaden. I've healed you. You're doing well. You're not doing okay, but like, you're alive.
So, out of game here, I'm very torn on what to do.
Ooh.
Because traditionally, dwarves have a Scottish accent.
Ooh.
And I have a very bad Scottish accent.
I mean, that just means you have to do it now.
Give it. Oh, I want to hear.
So now the choice is,
Scottish
do I
people here to
do
judge you?
what bad accent do I do? Do I say like, oh, dwarves speak with a Russian accent?
No,
in
no,
No.
my
gotta do the
Faerun?
Scots. You need to do the most broad, worst. Like I could give you one, like, "Okay, son, I'm pure good man," like that sort of thing.
Not even English.
Go for it.
Do like a.
Hey, I've got the Scots approval.
You could do like a
love
Sean
hearing
Connery
people do-
like Bond accent.
Yeah,
I love hearing people do Scottish accents. It's one
Yeah,
of my
it's-
favorite things.
fucking. It's they need to stop swearing in front of the kid.
You've
It's
built it up
effing
so
terrible.
I gotta hear it.
All right, let's hear. Gundren then
All right.
wakes and says,
He takes a shuddering breath and goes, "Oh, thank you, lass. Oh, they beat me soundly. But you seem like a right lad.
I love it.
Feel
Like
dirty."
vaguely Irish. It's vaguely
Yeah.
Irish. I'm
Yeah,
liking it.
it's just terrible.
It's like
Make
Told
sure
you
you
it's
try to do
bad.
a Greek one too later.
"Yeah." That's all for Tales of Whimsy today, guys. It is now the Carl accent
Yeah,
show.
Carl accent stream.
Submit your suggestions in the chat. All right.
so.
Instantaneous, please. Instantaneous.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So he's healed up enough to not be dying immediately, which
Yeah.
is nice. That makes me happy. So
Warren, great to meet you.
good to meet you.
Wait, didn't I hire you?
Aye, you did. Just a bit.
Hmm.
Mhm. You don't look so good.
I don't feel so good. No.
No. Well, my friends are next door and they are talking to the dark elf drow person that's really keen on killing dwarves. I don't like them.
Oh. Yeah, she could go die in a fire. That's Irish.
She could. Just say the words.
I was going to say that's a legitimate thing that could happen. We can make that happen. So yeah. So he's not dead now, that's good.
I feel terrible.
We'll get you patched up. We need to find the map. Do you know where it is?
Kind of pats himself, kind of like briefly. They took it.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch.
Makes sense.
Who?
Do you know
king,
who
I
took it?
guess?
Was it the king goblin dude?
Well, first it was the goblins. They got me on the road, killed my horse, ambushed me, knocked me out, and then got dragged here. Not sure exactly where it is. That foul bugbear. Yeah, he's been beating me right soundly for about a week or so.
Bears.
From the
We
cave?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not in the room with them.
A bugbear. Great
That was
fun.
the king guy we killed in the goblin cave was a bugbear.
Well, the king guy here is a bugbear too.
Oh, okay. Forgot he was also a bugbear.
Well, the bugbear's dead.
Oh, good.
maybe tell him where we are right now. Like we are in the Cragmaw Castle.
Oh, we're in Cragmaw Castle. There's apparently they're talking to the drow next door, and she says there's like a king spider guy that she works for.
He he spits on the ground. The black
Ooh.
spider.
Aye, that's right.
I know the bastard.
Mm-hmm. So that's who she works for. We'll need to find that map. Or, well, do you know where the cave is?
Of course I know where the cave is. I
Okay.
made the map, didn't I? I found the map. I found the cave.
Well, we don't really need the drow then, do we?
I guess not.
That's what
No.
I'm talking
I'll
about.
go tell my pals.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, I get more Scottish when I'm speaking to Scots. I go more polite. You know,
Yeah.
we've got the polite Scottish accent for when it's not Scots. So I go over to the door and I like tap Alicia on the shoulder. I'm like, hey,
Just wave her over.
hi. Gundren's alive. He
Nice.
knows where the cave is, so we don't need the map, so we don't need her.
Okay, cool.
And he specifically said, I hope she goes and dies in a fire.
I mean, I think several of us feel that way.
Yeah.
That feeling and sentiment is mutual.
So, do I hear this as well?
Well, I've said
Roll
it
me a
to...
perception check.
Yeah. You're all kind of close together.
Because
so-
you're currently engaged with the drow.
What's happening with my thingy?
Engaged
Character
to the
sheet?
drow.
Yeah, you know.
Iran almost is.
There's going to be a
Are you sleepy
ceremony.
again?
What did I miss?
Calm down. Oh, you're not
What?
sleepy.
That's a
It's not supposed to
19.
be
Yeah.
with advantage. Yeah.
Your keen devil ears overhear it.
Okay, so guys, what are we doing? Alicia, you know how helpless people were. If you were
I mean,
her,
I
you
tried
would have done
slapping
the
her out
same.
of it.
You would have done the same if you were her. Are we killing like people that are without weapons, like without
I just
any
feel like
ability
the
to
only
fight
reason
themselves
she's
back?
not attacking us right now is because you've charmed her.
Okay, let me get to you.
Ask
And I
her if
go-
she would attack me.
I go near Veritha, yeah, and I start slapping her right and left, like not in an aggressive way. Yeah, but like slapping her. Get out of it! Snap out, please!
All right. Go ahead and roll me some initiative.
The initiative tracker just immediately appears.
Oh, I didn't choose my token. Let me do that again.
Oh, yeah.
Initiative. Fuck yeah.
Should I roll again, or are you gonna count?
I'll add your first roll.
Okay.
So let me click on
Hi,
that
that's a
guy.
good roll.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Because now
nervous that
Pie's
Pie's
going
the
to
one
dictate
going
what
first.
how this goes.
All right. So Iran needs to be added to the thing. Iran's initiative is a 14.
She's tied up, isn't she?
You never tied her up.
Right. So, what action, like, does Pie know that she is no longer charmed?
You give me a perception check.
Okay.
Or, no. Give me a the I one.
The I one.
The
Insight?
insight check. Thank you.
Oh, I still have advantage on. But
No, that's
the,
fine.
The original was a 14.
14. You will notice like that the friendly demeanor immediately vanishes when Iran just starts slapping her.
Gotcha. So, Pie immediately then, since he had the rope in hand, like, wraps his arms, like, he throws the rope over her and, like, wraps his arms around her. So he's attempting a grapple.
Roll me a strength check.
Strength.
And I will oppose it with my strength check.
That's a solid 13.
Well, I failed with a 12.
Sick. So grappled.
The drow is now grappled.
All right. So Pi is like going to throw his arms over her, like basically like grab her and be like, "You're not going anywhere. I didn't like that weapon at all." And he's like grabbing her real tight.
Ron, he's hugging your fiance.
It's not my fiance. It's very dark for me. I like them more red colored, if you know what I mean.
And that'll be Pie's turn.
Okay. Moving on, it shall be the Drow's turn, who will immediately try to break the grapple. Roll me a strength athletics check.
Athletics check. Oh, that's like Pie's literal best ability. 19.
Okay. Right. She fails to break the grapple.
Not so fast, Drowy Drow.
And
Okay, let me just see if that is.
Why is the master of cringe?
Basically.
like
It's
the CSI
okay. That
fight, I
is
gotta
using
die.
its action to do that, which it failed. Okay. So that is it. It is going on to Aran's turn.
Okay, I basically want to spend my turn trying to convince her not to fight us and like let her leave and be alive. So this is gonna be my. I don't know how many interactions I can have with her in my turn. So you determine that.
We'll play it by ear. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So
it's time and yeah.
yeah.
You just
Yeah.
go.
Okay. So you see the predicament you are in. I empathize with you. I could have been in your position, and I wouldn't want to die for someone else. I mean, for the black spiders. You can save yourself. We don't mean to kill you anymore. We don't need to kill you anymore. But if you force our hands and struggle and try to inform the others, we're gonna have to, and I wouldn't like that.
So here's the deal. You charmed me, which I hate. The moment I get out of this grapple, I'm going to stab you in the throat.
Oh,
I
yeah.
needed to hear.
Oh, yeah.
Let's kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like you can immediately see everyone go like green light for kill.
License
Murder.
to kill.
A-okay.
Yeah.
I was already on that train.
Flipping
Aran
by
feels,
dagger.
feels disappointed that he can't save a fellow soul out of this misery dead hole that is keeps spiraling within them. Everyone we meet dies. Yeah.
The druid didn't.
Yeah. So far. So
Yet.
far.
So
All right.
So I guess
Kuan.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Aran, do you want to take an action?
yeah. So I can take an action.
Yeah.
Can I attack?
Yeah,
For
you can.
example.
Yep.
So you force my hand.
You will have that attack with advantage because she's
grappled.
currently being grappled.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my rapier slowly and
However,
aggressively.
If
Yeah.
you roll a 1, you're stabbing Pie.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Pie is at 18 hit
For
point
all the
of
marbles.
Do it.
Okay.
It's worth it.
I have to roll 2 nat ones in order for that to happen. Let's see.
Well, there's one.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The diversity on those.
Advantage for the win.
Sweet. Yep.
So
I should have said if any of those dice was a 1, you're gonna stab Pie. But
How advantage works.
I'm the dungeon master.
it does in this game.
Who needs
God.
the player handbook?
Yeah. Yes, you will handily stab the drow, and you will deal 13 damage to her. Did you think that was funny? Thank you.
What the fuck?
Baby DM has a bloodlust. He's like,
Yes, kill them.
She's one of us.
one of us, one of us.
Cluarin, it's your turn.
I'm kind of inclined to stay out here with Gundren in case something comes from within the castle because we've not searched the rest of the castle.
Fair.
So I'm just gonna stay where I am, and I'm available for healing should it be needed.
Well, the door is open, as we've established, and you do have line of sight, so if you would like
could
to cast
I-
a spell, you would be able to, unless you would like to hold your action to attack anything that would come at you.
Could I shoot them with my crossbow, possibly?
Did you have it out?
Not necessarily. It's just a
Okay.
round.
I mean, you could just burn it with your fire
I
Cantrip.
could try one of my cantrips. Let's see. Cantrips. Word of Radiance or Sacred Flame.
Remember,
Let's
he
try.
wants her to die in a fire.
He
Yeah.
did, so let's
Yeah,
try for
And
Sacred
what
Flame.
better fire than holy fire?
There, there we go.
2
All right,
damage
dexterity saving throw of 13.
to take 2, maybe 1 damage. And he failed it. You can just see the facial reactions.
Yeah.
Don't
I
even
have
take the
rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 12s.
sick.
Love
I
it.
gave you my 12 disease.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
12
I've
disease
got
this
the
episode.
12 curse. But the thing is, they're all different
Worse than
stats.
COVID.
So good. They
Alas.
take the 2 damage. I know it's like sort of like being just stabbed by a pin,
Yeah.
but I'll take it.
Yeah, she goes, arg!
And I go, ha ha ha, ha, take that, bitch. Fucking killing dwarves over
Alicia,
there.
it's your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot that bitch.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do advantage. 11.
You have
Or does
advantage
that-
because she's
Oh,
still
you do
have
currently
advantage,
grappled.
yeah.
Yeah.
19.
19.
A 19
Yeah.
will hit.
Bam, in the face. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A crippling blow. The drow is just bleeding profusely at this point in
I
time.
hope she's regretting her life choices. I'm just gonna say that.
Aye. Will you finish this off? Grapma.
So I can still attack while I'm in a grapple, correct? Or no?
That's what I'm looking up right now.
Yeah, I'm like
No,
reading
he-
the
he
text
can't.
of it.
Oh, grapple rules.
He can for sure. I know that for sure. She can attack.
You could just bite her.
When you want to grab you use your attack action to do it. It's an action to escape the grapple, and you can move the person.
Yeah, it doesn't explicitly state that I can or can't.
I mean, if you look at it logically, you have the grapple. That means you can still attack her. It's not like
Bite her.
you have.
You're dragon. Bite her.
I could just use my breathe weapon and just burn the back of her head off.
Yeah, you could still attack.
Seems like a waste.
You can
Yeah.
still attack. There we go.
But for the flavor, Deb, the flavor of burning someone that I'm holding. Yeah, so Pi kind of like continues holding with like one arm, and
Yeah,
then
you could
in
totally
the
just melt her head off.
in the other he takes Talon and attempts to basically like turn the sword in and like lunge it into her stomach.
If you roll a 1, you will stab yourself.
Dice are happening. I rolled a 10 to hit.
With advantage because she is grappled.
Let's go ahead and give that another try. How about a 23 to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, much nicer. Eat her.
For 8 damage.
Hi, would you describe your kill for me?
Yeah, so Pi, again, like, has her in the one arm, takes Talon, and he goes, "That's all we needed to hear you say." Like, talking about how she said she was going to kill us all.
God.
And he's just like, bridge, like, plunges it directly into, like, her stomach. And again, just, like, kind of lets the body slump. So he just, bridge, and then drops her. And again, turns to everyone, and he's like, hey. Like, with that little, like, smile, like,
Very nice.
as we drop out of combat.
So,
That's loud.
Yeah, that is loud.
as the drow kind of slumps off of your blade, you see that her skin starts like rippling in this really like gross looking way. Like her arms start elongating and they start
Spider.
thicking, like they start like getting thinner and longer. Her head kind of gets narrow and longer, and her skin starts going from that black to this really like sickly looking gray.
Pi's just like, what the fuck? He like takes a
Yeah,
step
don't
back.
touch that.
A few more seconds go by, and you see like you're no longer is there that robed female drow. There's this weird androgynous looking gray humanoid.
Can I do an
Like
Arcana
a
check?
doppelganger?
Go
Hi.
ahead and give me a Arcana check. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there was some kind of magic effect concealing her real
Weird.
appearance. That's not supposed to be with advantage, though.
It's funny because Alicia rolled wrong, but Deb got it. It is a doppelganger, and Iran would know
Yeah.
this.
So, guys, this is the first. I need to tell you a story. I know this is not the time, but the reason I'm trying to follow the path of the bad is to try and save poor souls out of the misery that combats and bloodshed bring them. You might not believe it in my first meeting with me, but this is the reason that I'm trying to do what I do. And the first person that I tried to save today is supposed to be a doppelganger. So I was mistaken clearly. And thank you guys for bringing me back to my senses by killing her. It was a very vicious opponent that we were facing. Probably we're gonna see more of them. We should be on our toes for people like this, for creatures like this, to be honest.
I don't know, Iran. I mean, imagine being with a doppelganger. You two had a thing going. She could be anything you wanted. What? This could have been great.
No, my friends, you don't understand. I didn't want to be with her physically. I wanted to be with her mentally, to save her, to get her mind out of this evil path she was following. To look at the brighter side.
Oh,
Try and survive peacefully.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Muhammad preaches stuff like that, like how to live in peace, not having to kill each other.
I mean, Bahamut kind of says that if you're a dragon.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. We have wasted so much time. Where is Gandrino? Is he okay? I can see him back there. He seems like standing.
Yeah, you
Wait.
kind of
He's-
see you see that dwarf kind of like shakily getting up and kind of brushing the dirt off of him.
Okay. So, are we investigating any more of this castle, or are we just booking it out of here?
I mean,
You can see what the south sides that had the sounds
Do we
has
want to?
behind.
I
mean-
don't want to die.
I'm kind of curious, to be honest, but it sounds like danger. I don't know.
I mean,
Might
It's
have
like a
some riches.
caged beast that they're waiting to unleash.
Yeah.
I would
Doesn't
imagine
sound
like
good.
there has to be room. So like, if the map isn't in this room, I don't think we've done like an actual search of this room. It would imply there's like a room of greater importance to be found where it would
But-
be, right?
Gundren knows where the
Yeah, we don't
place
need to
is.
have
We
it.
don't need the map. He made the map.
It's less about the map and more about if there's an important room where the map is, there might be something else in there that's interesting.
As far as Cluaden is concerned, we have done what we came here to do. We've got Gundren, so therefore we know where the place is we need to go.
What
So
about
I
his brothers? We still need to find them too, right?
Kinda. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not a
you still
priority.
have to. The last thing that you heard of the brothers is they were camped out somewhere outside of Phandalin, but you weren't entirely sure where.
So maybe
Yeah.
we should ask Gundren if he has any ideas. Like, do you think maybe they might have been brought here too, or
Yeah.
Have you seen them? Yeah.
if he has any hunches on where they might have been?
No, Nundro and Tharden should still be at the mine. That's where I left them. That's where they should be. They should be investigating.
Okay.
So you
But
have
I'm not leaving here unless I get my map, or until I get my map.
You want your
Alright.
map? Okay,
I
there we
want
go.
it.
That's
That makes
that's
sense.
No
all.
one will get the secret except for me.
That's fine.
Mine. And
Fair
I guess
enough,
technically
fair
you.
enough.
Yeah. Since you hired us and all, but whatever.
I mean,
Okay.
I,
Well, that
I
answers
care
the
more
question.
about the gold than the map.
Hmm.
That's my
To be
So-
girl.
honest.
That's my girl. She's smart.
Can we?
You know.
Is there any sense in being able to take a short rest to maybe heal a bit? Because I know Pi is quite badly hurt.
Yeah, Pie's pretty roughed up.
I have 0 spells remaining,
Is
so
this
I
a
would
safe
appreciate.
place to take a short rest? Or
Nope.
I know.
Nope.
Well, you guys figure out
Um,
what you want to do. I'm gonna go see if I can put her down.
Let me see.
He's talking about killing a child. Why can we just do this so calmly?
I mean, we have gotten used to it, I think, by now.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I also feel like as a party, we would probably be interested in clearing out the castle anyway, right? Because it was
Yeah,
pretty
we
evident
don't like
that this,
the black spiders.
but it was like this castle was raided by these people and like taken over by these people. So it's almost just like, cleansing the
evil.
building, as it were,
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah, but I think clue Aaron, this is the first dwarf they've met in quite a wee while, and they're just like, this poor guy, he's been roughed up. We should get him somewhere nice, and I can give him hot cocoa. Like,
Maybe later. Maybe later.
I'm neutral, so I don't think I would care about like necessarily cleansing anything, but I will go along with whatever y'all want to do.
Have I used my what was it again? Where's my sheet? Have I used my my channel divinity thing to heal people yet since the last rest? I don't think I have I?
Not to my knowledge.
I can't
Not
recall.
that I can remember.
I don't think that I've used it. Because that could heal Pi a fair bit and Gundren as well. Since we might be going into more combat.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think I'll use that. So how does that work again? It's been a while.
Split it between people, I think.
Heal the badly injured. Put it in chat. Ah,
Yep.
there we go. Oh,
Ta-da.
I clicked something.
So
Fine.
you
Yeah,
get
you divide it amongst the...
20. You get 20 HP that you can.
divvy up as
divide.
you so choose.
Okay. So
Can restore a creature up no more than half his hit point maximum. This is confusing.
I mean,
Yeah.
Pi wouldn't get over half his max anyway.
Okay.
yeah, so I'll give
Actually, that's not true.
who needs the most help? So Pi needs help.
So Pi will take 7 of them to get him
Okay.
up to half his max.
Okay. Aran, how are you doing? Because I can't see your hit bar because Alicia's over
I
it.
think for you, Pi, you can't take more than 25.
Right,
Okay.
so I just healed
24.
myself up to 25. Oh, you're saying total?
Yeah, you can't take more than 24 total
I
from
see.
that.
Okay.
I'd split it evenly between Gundren, Pi, and Aran. As
don't think
evenly as possible.
I don't think I can take any because I'll go above my half hit point maximum.
It's the total you can get. Not
Yeah, that's
what
we're saying it's the
Yeah, I
total you
can-
can get.
Give you a total of like, I can't give you any more than like 22 points, say.
Yeah. So I mean, Pi took 7, so there's another 7 and then an 8.
Yeah, so I'll give the 7 to Aran and the 8 to Gundren.
Awesome.
There we go.
Because Alicia gets her points back whenever she stabs things, and I'm doing okay.
That
Yeah,
works.
fine.
As this is going on, Pi is going to do a perception on the room. Like he's going to explore the room. Pi rolls perception. It's a nat 20. Carl tells him that he finds the map and a +2.
I can't see your roll on the screen though.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird that it didn't show. But then there's also a +2.
Yeah, it's weird.
Wait,
Where's that
wait.
roll?
And
I
it was-
heard you say you rolled as 20.
I saw it. It was magical.
Yeah. But there was another weapon of great holy importance, a +2 halberd with
It's
a Bahamut
because-
symbol on it. And
Yeah.
No, baby DMs says no.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, yeah,
it's funny.
they
I
even
don't see anything like that here.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Clearly, roll 20 is bugged out. I'm putting it in my inventory. It's great.
It wouldn't be roll 20, it would be my notes. I don't see that in my notes here.
Somehow it's infected your notes. I'm not sure. But Pi will do a perception on the room in an attempt to like find anything of note in the room.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. 15.
15. You notice that the mattress is particularly lumpy, like unusually so.
Ooh, yeah. That's where my +2 halberd is.
Lumpy mattress.
Pi like kind of jokingly walks over to it and he goes, "What kind of sleeping conditions are these?" And he like picks up the mattress and like chucks it, or like pulls the sheet off first and then flips the mattress.
You pull the sheet off, and it's just like a soiled bed mattress.
Ew.
But lifting up the bed mattress, you do see that there is a stitched leather sack.
Oh.
I found a sack, everyone!
Oh, wait,
Get your hands out of your pants.
Got some dragon jewels right here. So Pi announces that he found the sack.
What is
All right.
this sack? Can we investigate the sack before we open and see it inside?
You just open it up like that?
No.
Oh man, you just open up the sack.
Pi holds it up to his face and opens it directly.
Yeah. You see inside the sack that there, it's filled with silver and electrum pieces. You see 3 potions in there, and a scroll of some kind.
Maybe a map.
Like a magic scroll?
do
Or like
you
a
have-
map scroll?
Do you have any kind of identifying scrolls? Maybe an Arcana check?
Do you take the scroll and open it up to see what it is?
Hey,
I want
Alicia
to-
does not just touch things.
Yeah, I want to see if it has any magic properties before I open up the scroll. To
No
see if it has like a magical seal or something that could unleash
Nope.
something evil.
You do notice that scroll's particularly battered.
The scroll is particularly what?
Battered.
Battered.
So it's an old scroll. It could contain some kind of ancient magic. It could be dangerous. Let me investigate this. So can I investigate it with an Arcana check to see if it has any kind of magical
Yeah, sure.
trap or
I would like to do that
enchantment?
Ooh. Alicia might know.
Ron, you can't figure out if it's magical or not. Alicia, you know that this is just a mundane item.
too. So it's.
No idea.
I can't even tell
Normal.
that it's a map, or well, I guess
Oh,
that's not what an Arcana check would do.
yeah. You're just kind of giving it a once over and be like, is this magical? And no, it's not. It's
Okay.
not giving you any magic feel.
So that means
There's
it's
no
not going to
magic
curse you,
vibes.
which is nice.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Okay,
be
so
harmful.
then I will touch it and open
Yeah.
it up.
And
All
you
right,
die.
and
Bye-bye.
You see that it is a map leading to what you can assume to be Wave Echo Cave.
Excellent. That's wonderful.
Yo, Gundren, found your map,
Yo.
bro.
Gundren!
Congrats, bye.
Yeah, it's the
Bye.
camera.
I nailed it.
Pi just is grinning. He's like, yeah, I found it.
We should stop playing hide and seek with you. You have gotten so good in this game, Pi. I'm impressed.
To be honest, I just thought the bed looked really stupid, but here we are. You're welcome.
Your hands is as beautiful as your face is.
Oh, right.
Pi, the beautiful discovery of stuff. Oh, Pi, you found the map we were searching for. Oh, Pi, congrats, congrats. You get the budding inspiration. Because
Oh,
you are
snap.
Cool.
Bardic inspiration. Bam.
Bam,
I love
bam.
Bardic Inspiration.
Doesn't that only last like a
Bam.
minute?
Pi leans into Iran.
10.
It just feels
And
nice.
holds Iran's face in his hands and just, no. All right. So,
Nope.
Always had a moment there.
yeah.
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Hey, Gundren, is this the map you're after?
It's my map.
It is your map. I think. You seem to think so. So there you go.
Yay.
Yep, he confirms that it is in fact his map.
So now, Gundren, we found the map. Let's get a move on. I don't want to stay in this place anymore. I don't
You and me both, laddie.
Awesome. Let's get a move on. Did you know a safe passage out of here? Like maybe the way we came in, kinda like emptied out of encounters.
I woke up in here, so it's all a mystery to me. Ugh,
Okay,
that was
bye.
Bono.
Pi, lead the way. You know the way back, right? You are our tracker.
Yeah, yes, everyone, follow me. Pi confidently strides.
Guys, get along with him. Be happy that he guides us. It's his stuff.
And then all of a sudden, Gundren just books it.
Yeah, he's just like, Turns
Ah!
out he was a changeling the whole time.
Yeah.
We never checked, so we should have known.
Wait, did he really run away? Please say no.
No. You see, Gundren's just
Yes,
like,
I'm out of here.
Because Alicia will track him down. He did not pay them yet.
so mechanically, are we
Technically, he did. He did pay you.
Yeah, he did. He
Did?
paid me at least.
mechanically do we need to like walk ourselves out of the castle, or can we just like leave via the exit in the back that we saw?
You can. It's just guarded by a huge Gundren.
I saw that token over there. I was just like, wait a minute, is that just a giant Gundren just chilling?
Gundren, you don't want to know what I do to giants.
Yeah.
Oh.
It involved trees and anal cavities.
It's
Yeah.
You give them a wood-assisted ED pill.
The medical field of proctology was discovered on this program roughly 2-3 weeks ago.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so if you guys are done, we will get out of Cragmaw Castle and head back to the Sword Coast.
To the
Out of game question. How many cool encounters did we miss by going out now? One?
I will not give you the answer.
In case we come back, you know. That's the thing.
That's legit, yeah.
So can we find a place to do a short rest then, now that we're out, and then
Or is it long rest because we're traveling a
rest.
fair bit?
long rest would be even better.
Yeah, because I have 0 spells.
Yeah, if we're traveling back to civilization, it's at least a couple of days away.
We're trying to search for a place that's kind of isolated and seems safe-ish.
We also need to get the armor back to, what's his name?
Sildar.
Sildar, that's it.
Go ahead and roll me everyone roll me a survival check.
I don't like that.
Come on, Pi. Pi got this. Easy.
That's a good old 5 Rooney. That's all right.
Who?
Thank God Iran exists. Jesus.
I should be good at survival, but I never am.
We can see your rolls.
Well, that was for
Yeah, we
Gundren.
can.
Yeah, that was
Oh, yeah.
Gundren.
Oh,
I was gonna say I think that was
Fine.
intentional.
Okay.
You just throw. So we're gonna go with the first one, which is an 18. So between Iran and Gundren, you guys are able to kind of find a safe-looking area in the woods. You know, you're actually not too far away from the Tribor Trail, and if you decided to hoof it, you might actually be able to reach Phandalin. But let me just go ahead and confirm that here.
guys, do we want to reach Phandalin and rest there?
No, you won't be able to reach Phandalin tonight.
Okay, let's
Nah,
rest
we-
here and then we'll go to Phandalin tomorrow.
Mhm.
So I just need, like, we have trance. Does anyone have trance out of us? No, we all need to sleep, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we all
for
need to
sure.
sleep.
Okay, let's keep watch, like one person rests and the other one keeps watch or something.
You can keep the first watch. I get spells back with a short rest, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be.
need-
If it's all the same to you, I'm pretty beat. I could use the rest if you don't mind. I'd like to tuck her in.
Me too, big guy.
Can I sleep next to you?
If you
Hey,
promise
that's my
not
sleeping
to
bag.
touch me,
I mean I kind of been thinking about being the big spoon, but it's fine. I'll sleep. I'll sleep on my own. Pi kind of like, rolls over and just like immediately you just hear that.
I whisper into Alicia, do you think this Dragon Ball fancies me? I know I'm irresistible, but still, I never imagined the Dragon Ball would
Flirting
hit
with
on me.
him, like you're always like saying like, "Oh, Pa, you're so great, you're so awesome. Bahamut loves you." Blah blah blah.
I'm just trying to motivate him because he felt bad at the beginning, because
I think
he
you're
died the whole
sending
time.
Some signals.
How? I am not realizing it. I'm just naturally so awesome and magnificent looking. I mean, I'm amazing, I know. I can't help it being so awesome and beautiful. I don't know what to do. This is a curse. Oh God, hold me, please.
Oh, you poor thing. You poor
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. I need some for treatment. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I have to sleep as well. Do you mind
to
if I
sleep.
lie in your legs?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll rub
awesome.
his horns.
Oh, that feels nice. That reminds me of home. You remember home? How serene and quiet it was before all this disaster happened. But it was like amazing. It was the best time of my life. And then I met you. We started the School of Magic. Everything was awesome. And then disaster happened. We're gonna get that wizard, right? One day.
Of course. Of
For
course.
sure. Okay,
All right,
now
now
I'm
go to
going to
sleep.
sleep. See you tomorrow.
Good night.
And Claren's just going to go to bed.
No pomp and circumstance. She's just like, okay.
Go to sleep.
She's like, that was weird. Good night.
I'm going to
Yeah.
bed. I've had enough of this.
You just hear like Gundren muttering under his breath, "Fucking weirdos."
The best you can get.
I ain't gonna argue.
At least they're happy weirdos.
Mm-hmm. That saved his life.
Mm-hmm.
That saved his life, goddammit. Calling us weirdos.
Who's taking first watch, by the way?
Alicia's.
Me.
Alicia's got this.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check there, Alicia?
Ah,
I'm not great at this.
that's not good. Okay.
10?
Middle of the road.
So you're. What do you do while you're on watch, Alicia?
I guess
Hit
I kind
around
of
horns.
like. I don't want to do too much because I'm supposed to be like keeping an eye out, but I'm just kind of like, I guess, meditating on my spells, thinking about what happened today. But mostly I'm just kind of like scanning the horizon for anything that might come up, kind of like listening out.
Okay. So while you're on watch, for the most part, it's very boring. It's night in the forest. You hear the occasional critter. You'll see some light, some eyes reflecting in the firelight, kind of somewhat off in the distance. And then maybe your mind's starting to wander just a little bit, but you kind of hear this really out in the distances.
Ah. No.
And you freeze. What do you do?
I'll say, is someone out there?
This is like faint. This is like far.
Oh, okay.
It's
Gotcha.
It definitely seems far away.
I don't think I would go off on my own to investigate. I would probably wake up Iran
Okay.
and say, Iran,
What is it?
I hear something like grunting and making like a noise. I mean, I
Are
don't
you
know what
sure?
it is.
Are you sure you were not eating or walking? What is it
I mean,
called?
I was
don't know.
definitely awake.
Okay, can I do a perception check to see if I can hear anything as well?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you kind of hold on. You kind of listen, and you hear it too.
Yeah, I can hear that. Can I determine what it could be, like a human voice or a something voice? It's like a history check to see what kind of creature could make a noise like that.
Yeah, go ahead. Do history check works. You can't place the language, but it's not the common tongue. And whatever is making it, it's not coming out of a normal humanoid frame.
So it's definitely not humanoid. We should wake up the others as well. Be prepared. We don't know how many of them are. Might be just one or more. Let's get ready to face what we are gonna face. But don't make any sudden movements. Like very slowly and carefully walk and wake them up. We don't want to make as much noise.
Out of curiosity, what languages does everyone speak?
Pi, it's
Vernal and common.
common, celestial, and draconic, and elvish.
If that counted as a short rest for me.
Yeah, you've had a short rest.
Okay, this seems like a situation where I would cast comprehend languages.
For sure.
Okay.
If it's a language, you never know.
I only speak Dwarven in common.
All right, good to know. Go ahead.
So concerned.
So I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that I hear.
Okay. Give me another perception check.
Oh dear. Okay. Come on, don't fail me now.
Got this, Alicia. Got this. Oh,
No!
don't got this. That's the opposite of got this.
So as you're straining your ears, and that noise, you lose it. Like you lose track of like where it is. maybe it's fading into like the sounds of the night, but you can't get it again.
Gosh darn it.
I want, as Alicia wakes up everyone, I want to stealthily walk towards the direction of the sound that I'm hearing and try to see if there are any tracks on the grass or the ground.
Okay,
I
roll
have
me
dark
stealth.
vision, so I guess I can see something.
Yeah, everyone has made my life immensely easier because you all have dark vision. So just go ahead. If you're trying to be sneaky, roll me a stealth check. If you're not, just tell me that you're not being stealthy.
Of course, I'm gonna be sneaky.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Ho ho ho!
That's much
You
better.
are exceptionally sneaky. You guys just see Iran fade into the woods, like without a sound, like noiselessly. Give me a survival check, Iran.
That's the hard part. Doing the checks. God damn it.
How long are you at this? Like, how long do you do this? Is it just a few minutes? Are you out there for an hour?
I think like they're gonna realize that I'm not in danger because they see me walk off. They didn't see anyone grabbing me off, so I'm gonna try and search again and again until I figure something out, or until I hear the muffling noise coming closer to me. So if I hear the sounds coming closer to me, I'm gonna go back. If I don't, I'm gonna continue searching.
Okay. You don't notice any signs of anything around the camp, at least nothing unusual. You don't see anything like that would have snuck up upon you. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
And real quick, mechanically, did we get a long rest or no?
No, you are still in like long rest territory since you still aren't doing anything particularly strenuous. So I'll just roll this over and say you're getting a long rest still, unless you do something crazy.
Okay.
So, as far as I know, I can see nothing. So after an hour or so, I'm gonna go back and say to my friends, like, I have figured something out. That I have figured nothing out.
All right. So before you do that, Iran disappears. It just straight up disappears.
Never
What does
mind.
everyone else do?
Is Pi awake at this point?
I don't know. Is Pi awake?
Did we get woken up?
We talked about waking everyone up, like gently.
Okay.
Did you actually do it?
I don't know. Ron just went off.
I think I've said something like, I'm gonna go and search for the tracks, but I forgot about it because it's 4 a.m. in the night.
So we're
and I
still
forget
asleep.
about stuff. That's my out-of-game excuse for doing that.
I'll go
It's
over
not good
and-
gameplay. I know it's not good gameplay.
I'll go over
Sorry, guys.
and slightly pet Kluarin's beard to wake them up.
And then we come and I'm like, what's wrong, Alicia? Something wrong? Did you hear something?
Yeah, I heard this really weird noise. I couldn't quite decipher it. Iran has gone off to look for it, but we wanted to wake everybody up.
Okay. So I get up and like see if I can hear anything. I
Mhm.
assume it's gone by now, but I'll see if I can hear anything.
And then I'll walk over and wake Pi up too.
What?
just punches you in the face.
Yeah. Alicia, what? And he like glances over and sees Iran's not there, and he kind of pouts. And he's like, "Where's Iran?"
Take it a
Bromance is
Just
real.
kidding.
Definitely has a crush.
We heard a noise. I woke up Iran, and he went sneaking off to see if he could find it. So I don't know. He kind of disappeared. He did his little stealthy thing.
What kind of noise are we talking about?
It was like sounded kind of grunty, but it's like a different language. I cast my comprehend languages spell, but I couldn't quite hear it well enough.
Are we in danger?
I don't know. I hope not, because Iran's out there.
So Pi would like grab his sword and say, "Which way did he go?"
And I would point, and then I would probably follow too. I don't think I would want him to be by himself.
So Pi would just look at everyone and say, "What are we waiting for? Iran's out there."
I'm gonna wake Gundren up.
Oh yeah, Gundren. We
I'm
just
gonna
leave
wake
him
Guns up.
sleeping. We're just like, it's fine. We'll adventure.
Gonna be
I'll wake
fine.
him up and just be like, one of our party is out a little possibly missing because there was voices or noises, so I'd rather just everybody be awake.
Oh, thank you for letting me know.
Come on, we have to find Aran. Something's out there. So we would start following in the direction that Alicia pointed.
All right, roll me survival checks.
Also, since we are awake now,
Nice.
should I essentially give myself the equivalent of a short rest?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, at least we have two R's.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Pi and Alicia, you wander off in a direction that is very not the way that Aran went. But Cluarin is able to go, no. It's idiots, this way.
This way.
Oh, yeah, this way. That's the way, for sure.
Cluarin is easily able to see the tracks that Aran makes.
Nice.
So happy that worked for once.
God damn it. Sorry. Just rolling some hit dice to heal up. Don't mind me.
Does
Just
Nat 1 on his hit dice count towards his mode, his median, his stats?
No, it's I only count D20 rolls.
all right. Pi got a little bit of rest. So yeah, we start following those tracks, I assume.
All right. At some point, maybe 20 minutes later, you kind of like meet up with Aran as he's on his way back, and it's just like, what do you
I
do?
couldn't find anything, guys. Sorry for not letting you know know what I was doing, but I was like so into the moment, and I thought that I had a chance to find it quickly and not have to worry you. I should have said something. Yeah, I'm sorry about my carelessness.
This definitely a ran, or is it a doppelganger?
Oh, it's me.
Ooh,
feel
good
my blood.
question. How do you test?
Because we know doppelgangers are around and he's been away on his own.
You see my horns? My horns
Yeah.
are lovely. Nothing can doppelganger them.
I don't know. Alicia,
I mean,
you know him
That's
best.
technically not true. I
Alicia?
do.
Okay, let me sing you.
Let me ask him something.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna sing you a song.
What was the name of our teacher in school? The one with the orange skin?
Yeah. I just woken up. I don't remember.
No, you got to answer this. We got to know it's you.
So DM, is it me or is it someone else? Is it me that I'm talking or is it someone else than me?
DM is like, ooh, secret messages.
Wait, I'm confused now. I don't know how to play this.
We should have had a password.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Aran talking.
Good
Okay.
God.
Well, like, I mean, meta-wise we know that, but
Yeah.
but character-wise we don't.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
So
Just assume
Aran
he
can
gives
play this
me-
however he wants to play it.
Oh, okay.
okay. So I'm trying very hard, but right now the words can come to my brain. I feel like I just woken up, so I
You
can't.
wouldn't. I would ask you a question that you would know. Like shouldn't be something that let's just assume you gave me the right answer because
Yeah, but out of the game, I don't remember the names.
Yeah. Or we could just say, so what did Alicia do to the last giant that pissed us off?
It's-
This is
Oh, yeah.
this is not something
His name was
we talked
Professor
about.
X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor X.
This is not something we talked about beforehand or outside of the game, so I don't
Yeah.
actually have an answer for this. I'm just assuming he would
Well,
give me. The
why
right
don't we just
answer.
come
Oh.
up with it now?
Yeah, what's the name?
What's the
Aran,
name?
just make up the name. What is the name of the professor?
Xavier.
Yay!
Of course, that's such a cool question to ask me. What do you think? I have some sort of amnesia that I wouldn't remember the best that influenced me the most to what I am today? So does that
I'm-
convince you, my dear?
Yeah.
I feel like we should have a word so that we know because doppelgangers are around. We know this, and he was away for a
We
while, and
should
I was
say
just
it very
concerned.
loud.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what should the password be?
Blip.
Whimsy.
Whimsy.
Tail 5. It'll be tail 5.
Yeah.
5 Whimsy. That's too long. I'm gonna forget about it.
Just
Whimsy. Just
Whimsy.
Whimsy. Okay. So we should be on the lookout. Maybe what was close to us, maybe will come closer. Although I think now that we are awake, it's not gonna come for us again. But it might know that we have the map or something. That's why we left the Cragmaw Castle.
Back to sleep then?
Are we going back to bed?
I mean, if we have all woken up, maybe we can get an early
We
lead
didn't
and
finish
start-
our long rest though.
We
Yeah.
didn't.
No. I mean, I rolled some hit dice, so I mean, I'm not as bad as I was, but I definitely don't have everything back.
Okay, let's continue.
doing?
Resta.
So would my watch be over? Somebody else takes over, so that I can sleep too.
Yeah, so who takes second watch?
No one wants to take second watch.
I mean, Pi would at this point, even though he's not 100%, like he would feel like now that there's danger around, he'd want to protect everybody. So, Alicia, why don't you rest or unrest? I'll keep watch, and I'll be extra careful this time, remembering
I'm
the
just
last
so
time he
clever.
failed this.
I appreciate this big guy. I'm gonna owe you one. I'm so tired. Then I'm falling back to sleep immediately. Maybe I get a chance to have a long rest and replenish all my spells. Hopefully.
Wait, long rests.
Who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen next?
Okay. So if
The end.
everyone wants to benefit from the long rest, your watch can be no more than 2 hours.
Goddamn. Okay, I'm gonna take a 2-hour watch because I have to.
Yeah, we should all take a watch.
So I guess mechanically, then Pi would like, nudge Cluarin like after a couple hours to have her like take over, kind of a thing. So
dice.
Dice. You don't need dice. We're just talking about
I
sleeping.
don't need
Need
dice.
No,
Dice are
you
not
don't.
required for
Dice
sleep
Just let
checks.
us rest. Just let us.
Just let us
have a
sleep.
Peaceful
Goodness
night's sleep.
gracious.
Why would we
I
need?
have to roll to see if you have a good night's sleep.
Why do you have to bring dice into this? Just let us sleep.
Whose watch is it?
Pi was
Pi
first
is on
watch,
right
and then
now.
Cluarin would be
Okay.
second.
And I'm gonna be third,
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Pi's watch goes without incident. Who's next?
Cluarin.
Cluarin. Okay. Roll me a perception check, Cluarin.
Must I?
Mhm.
Percep-
I mean, you don't have to.
12.
You hear like a twig snap in the woods and you get really tense. But then nothing happens after that.
It was a squirrel. The thing.
It was a squirrel. It was a crazy nocturnal squirrel.
Yes, just a squirrel.
Just a squirrel.
Nothing
Who's
out of
up
the
next?
ordinary here.
Wow.
So I would get our wonderful bard up.
Oh, hello. Is it my time already? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I forgot I had
I'm
zero.
afraid so.
Okay, I'm definitely up. I can do this. Okay, I want to try another perception check to see if I can hear more mumbling noise, maybe from
Okay.
first downwards. Ahead. I rolled something, but it did nothing. Wait.
Yep, there it
There
is.
it came.
Oh yeah,
Perfect.
God love it.
sick
love it.
perception.
So
Oh,
you
yeah.
strain your ears, like you're really trying to like hear and listen to everything, but you still don't hear that sound anymore.
Okay, so now my whole sense.
And
no.
the rest of the night passes without incident.
Thank God. We made it. We made it to the night.
Yay!
Now we get
Huzzah!
everything back. Yay.
Give me all my
Yay.
stuff.
Long rest.
All the things.
Long rest accomplished.
Ooh, restored my 3 hit points I was missing.
Oh my God.
My 2 hit points I was missing.
You guys had it.
It was mostly my spell slots I wanted back, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, after
Exactly.
wasting my comprehend languages, I'm glad to have that back
Yeah.
too.
All right, so you guys break camp, and do you hoof it back to Phandalin, or are you going to try and make a break for Wave Echo Cave?
I think Phandalin to give the armor back to, I've forgotten his name again.
Sildar.
And maybe he'll
Sildar.
come with us and help.
Yeah, that's the thing. He said he might help us if he had his armor back. So,
The only thing that I'm thinking is like, what if we're losing precious time to find what we need to find? What if they're getting ready for us? I don't know.
Well, then I think the more of us, the better.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's gonna come with us. So
Well, we'll tell him he comes with us or he doesn't get his goddamn armor back.
that sounds like an evil thing to do. But we are going.
Mercenary. The word you're looking for is
Yeah, okay.
mercenary.
Okay. I mean, if you guys want, we can of course go to Phandalin. I'm just voicing the opposing argument. Okay, let's go to Phandalin.
What do we think as a group? I think Phandalin.
Yeah, I mean, I think Phandalin makes sense. We could also potentially buy any weird little things we might need.
Yeah, we might need to buy a few things there.
What does Gundren feels we should do?
Gundren
He's in a
very
hole.
much wants to get back to civilization.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been basically held hostage for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, let's get him to Phandalin.
To Phandalin, then.
To Phandalin, oh Phandalin, oh Phandalin, you are so lovely, oh so lovely.
All right. Let's go ahead and reveal some more bits and pieces here. And shocker, it's basically like once you step out of the woods, it's only a couple hours until you hit the Tribord Trail again.
Yay.
Sick.
So,
Woo!
Sick.
Oh, good at walking. We have so much walking.
let's
skills.
just do this too. We'll just reveal a bit more. Boop. There. So you make your way back to Phandalin. Whoop.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get rid of my other notations here. There you go. Hey, nice and clean now. And looking at the map, let's avoid that now. So you escort Gundren back to Phandalin, and things are definitely a bit more on edge since you've last left it. You notice that the people are a bit more, very like, I'm going to do this and then kind of get back. They're rushing. They're keeping quiet. Things are exploding. There's a trumpeter in the background.
God, those music drops are always so loud.
You don't need eardrums for the week.
So
God.
let's actually go back to Phandalin.
Back.
Do.
Marty, we gotta go back.
You gotta go back.
But I guess
So you were holed up in the Stonehill Inn, which is still circled here in red. Boop.
show me the money.
Where Sildar was too, right?
That is also where Sildar is staying. Yes.
Yeah, let's go see him immediately with his stuff.
All right.
What to give him back.
So you travel. You go through the Stonehill Inn. You talk to Agatha. Not Agatha. That's someone else that you haven't met yet because I decided to write that part out because it's incredibly boring. You say hi to the innkeeper. You head back to your rooms, and you just see Gundren just kind of collapse onto a bed and just like let out like a small like ugh.
That sounded more than.
Poor guy.
I've never seen a person
Yeah.
missing out his bed so much before this. It's curious how many stuff you can see while traveling.
This is the first bed I've slept in about 4 weeks.
Oh my god. The old
That's
voice.
Relax. Take a load off. We've got some
get-
stuff coming. So
We'll get you a book in at the spa. You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Enjoy it, friend. We'll tend to some things in town, and then we're off to your mine.
So he sits up. He's like, wait. I've got something important to tell you. So, as an additional reward for saving my life,
Sick.
I'll grant you each additional 50 gold pieces each. I know it's not a whole lot in comparison, but I'm going to offer you something far greater. A 10% stake in anything mined from Wave Echo Cave.
Oh, nice.
If you kill that goddamned black spider.
Oh yeah, I'm all about that.
Don't you
That sounds
worry,
delightful.
Gundren. Killing things is what this party is very good at.
But
And singing. Yeah, of course. Killing. I mean,
Killing and singing.
Yeah.
Pi kind of like goes over to Aran and like whispers like, "You should have frisked this guy before we woke him up. He's apparently loaded."
Yeah, but we can make more. Imagine what we can mine through that stuff. Like diamonds or jewels. Unbelievable wealth.
So is it like the 50 gold up front now and then the
Oh yeah,
stake
he's like,
thing?
he actually does have a chest here. Like he had his own little personal room that he had rented out. And you'll see, like, he'll just take out this like little chest. He goes, you see him counting out some coins. And he's like, here you go.
Oh,
50 each.
you're my favourite dwarf I've met in a long time. Gotta say.
Well, I appreciate that.
I rubbed some of it on me.
Money.
The whole party's got this like, cash lust. Like, it's just like-
Infectious.
Anyway.
I was very poor growing up. I need the money.
So do we need to have like any preparations before we go to the mine? Should we like take some kind of stuff with us, like
We're
torches or
loaded now.
Well,
Yeah, but lots of
Nundro
money
and Tharden should still be there, so they should be able to direct you through the mine. Most of the supplies you brought in yourself, so you could just go back to the general goods and get some of any supplies that you need. I'll just take it off my tab. But yes, I appreciate any help that you'll give me.
what supplies would you recommend for us to take? Is there something specific you know about?
Well, because I would, if you were, a human, I would have said a lantern, but
No.
seeing how you're a dwarf, a dragon, and two devils, you can see in the dark, so
Tiefling.
there it is.
Tieflings, the ones that saved your life, the most gracious race among all. The best looking race, the smartest race. What more do I need to say? Yeah, that's enough.
He just kind of like a...
Tiefling.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, did Sildar ever make it here?
Yeah, Sildar's
Yeah.
here.
Good. If you see him, please just tell him to come by my room. We have things to discuss.
You got it, boss.
Cool. Let's go see Sildar.
No, he's not the boss, Pi. I'm the
He-
boss. I mean, we.
No,
we
he did pay us, so yeah, technically
No,
right now he
the
is
guy with the
boss.
coin is the boss.
Yeah, the guy with the money is the boss.
We also have like a bunch of little like nonsense to sell, I believe. Like we picked up like so many odds and ends like throughout
Yeah,
the thing.
We have
do
a
have,
whole
like,
bunch of loot to like split between us that we need
Yep.
to figure out.
Yeah,
There's, I'll send you guys the list afterwards, and you can kind of figure out what you want to do with it there, and we could do your shopping trip off air.
Oh
cool.
yay, shopping trip.
Let's go to the mall.
I love going to the mall.
So, quick search at the end, you do find Sildar. He is in his room, also recuperating from his ordeal. Still. What was Sildar? Southern gentleman. That was Sildar.
Kind of gruff.
Kind of gruff.
Yeah.
The gruff southern gentleman.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's good seeing you folk. Oh no, that's terrible.
The Scots has done you in.
Yeah, it's been corrupted. I can't switch between two very
Very
distinct
different
accents.
It's tough. It's tough.
Well, I do say thank you. Thank you so much. I see you've got my armor there. I appreciate it. Very kind. Did you happen to find... Oh, yep, there's my sword. Thank you. Ah, the bastard. Let it get rusty. Well, no sense kind of keeping that. I really appreciate you finding my armor. And you see him just kind of like just start shining it. Anyway, I heard you found Gundren. Word came in
did.
while you folk were walking around town. Good work,
Yeah.
good on you.
Yeah, he wants you to come see him.
I expect he would.
And we wanted to know if you would want to come with us to the mine, because you said you would, come help
Well-
us if you had your armor.
I did say that, yep. But some things in town have made me decide that maybe my efforts would best be focused on here.
What's
What
happened
with
in
my
town? What's happened?
Well, for starters, the Lord's Alliance has decided that after the betrayal of my compatriot, that we should still have a member of the Lord's Alliance here at more or less all times. So this is now my more or less permanent post, so to speak.
Gotcha. Okay,
So,
well, that makes sense.
as much as I would love to fulfill my promise to you for going to Wave Echo Cave, I have other obligations that would prohibit me from going there.
Well, I trust that you'll help us, or put a good word in for us in this town, because they've been kind of...
Oh, absolutely. I mean, to be fair, you did murder several people on the streets for apparently no good reason. Now, given that they were gangsters, most of them have overlooked that, but still, I believe from the stories, they called you a name, and then you killed 3 of them, and then threw one of their corpses on the bar floor. I think that was the events there.
It was an unfortunate circumstance. It wasn't supposed to happen this way, but life works in mysterious ways.
Didn't they attack us first, or did we just jump on them?
Oh
No, they said like the puppy, like this puppy doesn't have any bite or something like that, and then you guys just straight up charged and murdered them.
Kind.
They
sounds like something we would do.
So, to be clear, when we go up against a drow who is murderous intent and has attacked us, we will debate whether or not we should spare their life.
Well, I think it's because of he keeps reminding us of this incident
Yeah.
that we are like that.
So the joke is, all D&D players are murder hobos. You were very much murderous. Like you threw down at the slightest provocation and straight up murdered 3 people.
And took their corpse and threw it
And then
down,
took
through
their
a
corpse and threw it on the
bar.
floor.
hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, they had it coming.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Well, they shouldn't have been stressed like let's not finish that.
Okay, so Sildar's not coming with us. Got it. We have this lady's heirloom we need to give her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or you could sell it.
No.
No.
Did we
That's
tell?
super disingenuous.
Did we tell Sildar that Gundren's looking for him?
You did.
Okay.
He's like, it appears I have some business elsewhere. He kind of bows his head. If you'll excuse me. Good day to you folk.
Good day to you. Okay, so we don't have a silver, but we got this. We don't need anybody else. We have each other. We have been doing perfectly fine by ourselves. Don't be scared, guys. We got this.
Let's find Myrna.
Yeah.
All right, there's a whole quest thing that I didn't update.
Yeah.
Well, oh well.
Oh,
I'll do that later.
Is she in? She's in Phandalin, right?
She is in Phandalin. Myrna's house is the woodworker's house, right there.
All right, let's go.
Because
give
her husband was the
heirloom.
woodworker who got murdered.
No bigs.
Wait, we murdered him?
No.
Okay.
He got murdered by the Red Brands.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm like, we definitely
Oh,
didn't
then
kill
she should
anyone's.
like us for killing red brands.
We are good people. We are trying to save the people.
Yeah, fun fact, his
Little
corpse
bit
was
of
actually
Eden.
in that pit with the weird Cyclops psychic thing.
Just
Yeah.
happens sometimes. We murder some stuff. It's an accident. We don't do it on purpose. It just happens.
Well, let's bring her heirloom.
Yeah, let's bring her the heirloom.
All right. You guys march on over to Myrna. She's in mourning clothes with her and her daughter and son because, hey, her husband got murdered. So they're all sad. That's kind of what you walk into is a family in mourning. And you hand over the amulet, and she's like, Oh, she was Southern Belle. My word. I meant to say for you to keep it because a reward for saving our life. You didn't have to give this back.
You're gonna need it more than we do. Trust me.
I feel like Alicia, after because this lady has had to flee from her home. I feel like Alicia would be
Empathize.
sympathetic
Yeah.
to that because of her own experience. So I don't think her greed would take over here.
Well, you've done me such a kindness. I have no way to repay it. And she just breaks down. She just starts weeping.
Aww.
Oh
I'll give her a
yeah.
hug.
Oh yeah.
And I'll play her a cool, sorrowful song that's kinda happy in the endings, just to make her more mellow.
I would just say, like, to try and pay it forward, like, if anybody ever needs help, that she's able to help them now.
And she's
Per
like,
person.
I'll do that. Thank you. This town's been so rough to my family, and it's just.
Oh man. Feeling it.
My husband. Ooh.
Don't you worry, ma'am. You're in good hands. Sildar over there, or around here somewhere. He's gonna take good care of you folks. Hopefully you don't have any more problems in the future.
And if you got problems, we can always pass by and get rid of them for you. For free. You don't even have to pay us.
Good clarification.
Yeah.
Thank you, folk. Thank you. I never would have guessed from the way you looked that you would have been so kind. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the
we
dwarf,
hear
yes,
that a
but
lot.
not the other three.
What's that supposed to mean? I mean, my green friend is a little bit, a little rough, but she has a heart of gold. She's the most kind person. I mean, the second most, no, the third most. He's a good person.
You're doing it.
Yeah,
All
okay.
right. So you guys kind of leave her to grieve with the rest of her family. Is there anything else you want to do in town before I hand wave the shopping trip?
I mean, we need to get some rope for sure.
I think we just need to go shopping. I
Yeah.
think there's,
Yeah.
everything else is pretty
Maybe
much
some
done.
pickaxes and some.
We already handed off the Lion Shield Coster stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
I think we did. We came
yeah.
back to town after.
Yeah, you came back to town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, so I think at this point we would go to Gundren and check in with him to take off.
Well, yeah, after the shopping.
Yeah, after the shopping. But we'll do that.
Shopping.
Off air.
Shopping.
Okay. So you do your shopping trip. You guys get all prepped and ready to go, and you're gonna kind of fade out at the night, kind of just hanging out in the tavern, all kind of just preparing for the probably the biggest trial you've all had to face since you've been adventuring. And we're gonna leave your thoughts on that, and we will see you next time.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah,
Ready. I'm ready.
Oh my god.
we're ready. I'm so ready.
To the mine, baby.
This is
To
gonna
the
be the
final
last.
leg of this adventure.
So
I don't want it
excited.
to end.
And I don't want it to end either.
Well, of this part,
Yay!
season 1.
Season 1. Speaking of, I know we haven't announced this to anyone yet. Actually, I kind of offhandedly mentioned it in the thing. But we all had our characters submit for commissions as well. So hopefully, in the near future, we'll have some sexy renditions that we can
That'll
do.
be so fun.
I promise to have like
And-
an updated intro. And
If you want more information, you can come to the Discord.
oh
Yay!
shit, Deb, checks in the mail. All right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've got our Discord where we have all of our good chat with the D&D section specifically called out. Lots of cool people to hang out with. Plug. But thank you all for hanging out with us again for Tales of Whimsy, episode 16. Shopping trip offline and then into the mine.
To the mine, baby.
We got this, guys. I love you all as always. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. I love you guys. Mwah. Good night, everybody.
Mwah. Bye, guys.
Oh crap! I realized I put the fire in the sky clip in the DND chat and not our group chat.
I mean, we talked about it on pre-chat,
Yeah.
so it makes sense. All right.
Seriously, fuck that movie.
I want to see that movie now.
I do not want to see that movie.
I've never seen that movie. Looks interesting.
Good night, everybody.
We haven't stopped